I'm Steve Hecht, editor-at-large of the Impunity Observer. I'm going to read my most recent article published by BizPac Review yesterday that's entitled, "Electoral Integrity is Death Knell for Amoral Democrat Machine." The subtitle, "Prioritize Striking the Root Before It's Too Late." Those who now control the Democrat Party intend to turn our country into a dictatorship. Calling Democrats incompetent implicitly conveys they have good intentions. To preserve liberty, we must recognize we face an amoral machine that seeks power at all costs. Tying the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility SAVE Act to a continuing spending resolution provides an opportunity to show Democrats' priority is to win elections through cheating. The SAVE Act would require voters in federal elections to prove citizenship, which most states do not now require, despite it being illegal for non-U.S. citizens to vote. The July 10th House SAVE Act vote was 221 to 198 in favor, with all Republicans and 5 Democrats in conservative district in favor. To tie the SAVE Act to the continuing resolution, which former President Donald Trump supports, House Speaker Mike Johnson can lose no more than 4 of those votes. Johnson canceled the September 11th vote, apparently lacking the votes. The few Republicans who oppose the measure cite spending and other practical concerns. While valid, their points miss the larger picture. Democrats vehemently oppose the SAVE Act. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer did not bring it to a vote, and Joe Biden promised to veto it. Forcing them to choose between shutting down the government on October 1st or agreeing to the SAVE Act would help Republicans in the elections regardless of what Democrats do. If Democrats refuse to compromise and shut down the government, it will confirm they have purposely flooded the country with illegal immigrants to have them vote to steal elections. It will also be the first time in 20 years that Democrats will fail to put blame on Republicans for shutting down the government. If Democrats accept, it will be harder for illegal immigrants to vote. Either way would result in more Republican votes. Republicans could say they tied the SAVE Act to the continuing resolution because without free elections, we have no country anyway. Hopefully, the public will support this, and with control next year, Republicans will be able to implement responsible spending policies. Democrats and their partner media have arguments against the SAVE Act that could make sense. However, focusing on them implies Democrats argue in good faith, which is false. To create their dictatorship, Democrats must first demoralize the population and weaken civil society resistance. Consistent damage, be it via inflation, politicized justice, mass immigration, or toxic foreign policy, is by design. Attributing these problems to incompetence enables continued Democrat destruction. Winning elections with such a record is challenging, which is why Democrats have been working to make elections meaningless. If Democrats prevail now, no voter ID and a subservient Supreme Court would perpetuate them in power. The 2024 election could be our last chance to stop them. Republicans must improve and coordinate their messaging to recognize that Democrats are enemies of liberty and justice. With substance working against them, Democrats resort to lies, distortions, and appeals to emotion. Republicans must respond not only with reason and facts, but also with the truth about Kamala Harris that will sicken Americans. Trump and U.S. Senate candidate Sam Brown mentioned 320,000 missing migrant children. To add credibility, they should cite the source, a Homeland Security Department Inspector General report. Further, Trump, Brown, and other Republicans should cite bone-chilling statements that demonstrate Democrat criminality. In her Hill TV appearance, Health and Human Services whistleblower Tara Rodas stated, The U.S. government has used billions of taxpayer dollars to put children in what is modern-day slavery and has become the middleman in a child trafficking operation. Harris has been in charge of countries south of the border. She is responsible for the crimes that created this human tragedy. In Congress, Rhodes testified she had seen abused indigenous Guatemalan children become captives of their sponsors. The Liga Pro Patria is a Guatemalan civic association that has promoted rule of law for 25 years. It stated that, quote, Harris is responsible for 85,000 missing Guatemalan children of the 320,000 the Department of Homeland Security Inspector General reported missing, unquote. Voters in swing states should understand that besides sacrificing children to slavery for her goal of flooding the country with Democrat voters, Harris also sacrifices women. Activist Robbie Starbuck notes that up to 80% of all women and girls who traverse the southern border illegally are raped. Starbuck added that at various border points, the rapists collect the victims' undergarments and put them on trees as trophies. Republican campaigns should circulate videos of this, correctly tying it to Harris. Republicans must unite to confront the amoral machine that threatens our liberty. Understanding this will facilitate prioritizing urgent issues, such as tying the SAVE Act to the continuing resolution that can help defeat the machine. Other important issues can wait for when hopefully we have an America First government. For more information, you can go to www.impunityobserver.com and please subscribe to the Impunity Observer YouTube channel.